All right, whether it is crime, immigration, or neglected apartments, there has been no shortage of talk about Aurora's issues over the past year.
And now city leaders are sharing what happens next. Our Danielle Kreuter takes us to the state of the city tonight.
During Saturday's State of the City, the new Aurora Police Chief Todd Chamberlain said APD will be using the strategy of hotspot policing. He points to East Mississippi and South Chambers for an example of places where officers are already focusing.
Hotspot policing, where we identify an area that has incredible problems, it's got incredible crime issues, and then we focus on those areas. We identify them, we put resources in.
The community also heard more about the HEART program, launched in the last month to change the system for those experiencing homelessness if they're ticketed in certain areas for camping or trespassing. They'll instead have the option to take a 12-month-long program to self-sufficiency.
They'll be completely diverted from next door, the courthouse. They won't have to come back to court. They'll be diverted into the program. They'll get wraparound services, immediate housing.
If the program is completed, the ticket will be dropped. Finally, Mayor Kaufman outlined his dream for the next big Aurora renovation, focusing on Colfax and, in particular, a master plan to renovate the CU Anschutz campus.
We'll be taking retail that is either marginally used or boarded up and replacing it with housing. And so we're not taking out housing to replace it with more expensive housing, but that it has to have a mix. And the mix has got to be what we call market rate housing and income restricted housing.
As for those troubled apartment complexes that made national headlines, they've since been closed, arrests made, people who lived there moved into other housing, and there's now pending litigation against the property managers.
People came to this country looking for a better life, and instead they were placed into a place of squalor. They were given absolutely no idea of how to function, no idea of how to work, no idea of how to get processes within the government to work. And that is really the beginning and the end of why that was such a failure.
In Aurora, I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver 7.